So in this topic, we are going to see advanced file commands. So this advanced file commands will show some different things related to how to zip the files. Now, the first thing that we need to be very careful about, that is whenever we are zipping or unzipping any file, we should not delete anything, otherwise it will be a big problem, because if we zip the file and delete the files and later on we are not able to unzip, then there will be a big problem. For this thing, I'm going to list down right now some files. So now I have two files, that is compliant.css and injection.css. It is just a random file that I had created in the past. Now what I want is, I want to zip it into a full file, that is suppose my file confidential. Okay, I have given a very big name, but it is okay for now. And this file I want to compliant.css and injection.css, I am going to zip it into this folder. So now we can see that it has been zipped properly. If I just say ls, I will be able to see a zip file which is in the red. So that's how we have zipped it. Now I want to move this file, so I'm going to first create mkdir. I'm going to create a folder called as test. And now after creating this folder test, I want to move this file, that is my file dot confidential.zip, into this test folder. Okay, so I have copied this file into the test folder. I'll go to the test folder now, and now I can check that okay, I have created it. Now I have to unzip this file, so I am going to say unzip space the file name, that is my file confidential.zip. And now I'm unzipping this file. If I press ls, I'll be able to see these files have been unzipped. Now if I want to view this file, I can say compliant, and see I was able to unzip it in a very proper manner. So the files have not been tampered or converted, or it has not been compressed, or the quality is not been degraded. That's how we can just zip it or unzip it. But we just don't have only zip or unzip. We have one more thing, that is gzip. Gzip is also called as, it is used for compressing or utilizing the space, and it is used for faster processing, so large files can be compressed, so gzip is used. Also along with that, we have gunzip. It is one of the gzip utility only, so it is used for unzipping. So let's look for gzip. So I'll say gzip space. Now this time I'll say my file x space, and now I'll say the file name, that is compliant, and the injection file. So now there is no such file. Okay, so they have specified that they cannot directly create one. This is the problem, that it is not creating any such file, or it is not compressing it in any of the file. So now what we can do is, we can just say that okay, this time I want to use some other file. So if I just say my file confidential.zip, if I just say, it will also give us error. So that's how, that means we have to create something that will be compressing all the files, and then it will be directly converting it and then gunzipping it. So we'll try one more time, that is gzip space abc space, then I'll say file 2 dot zip and file 1 dot zip. I don't have any files, but I'm just trying, is there any directory? No. So basically what I wanted to know is what exactly is needed. So one blank folder is needed, one file which is existing, that is needed, and second other file which is existing, that is needed. So I just create mkdir test one folder. So I have one folder, that is mkdir. Now what will I do is, I will convert it. Now the main problem is I accidentally created a gunzip, so that's why only it got zipped. So I'll just say gunzip compliant and injection and ls. Now it is back to normal, it has been unzipped. Now what I want is I am going to use gzip, but I am going to convert it and then paste it in this test1 folder. So I'll just say gzip space test1 folder compliant and injection, and now it is being converted. ls, everything is being converted. I'll just go to cd test1 and ls. Here it is blank. Now what exactly was there is, understanding is, gunzip test1 is being ignored directly because it is not directly copy pasting or converting it into the folder. This time it is completely using independently gunzip files. So what I mean is, it will never use test1 or any folder whenever we are using gzip. It will directly convert it, and it will not get converted into a file or folder whenever we are using gunzip or gzip. Gunzip is used for compressing, and that is the main concept which is being used here. Now sometimes it might happen that okay, logical partition we are having some errors. So at this point we will see that we have ls blk. This will show us exactly how many logical partitions are there and how we can compress the particular uh, files and folders whenever it is being needed. One more thing that we can check is ss. If I press ss, I will be able to see different socket information which is needed if we don't know what is going wrong in our system. So socket information is also being used here. And the last part that I want to know is, I am clearing the text right now. If suppose I said cat compliant, but now I don't have the file ls cd dot ls, I am saying gunzip compliant gunzip injection. I did it separately because this can be also done. And now here what I am going to do is I am going to sort something. So what sort means is, sort command will sort the files into alphabetical order. Alphabetical order in the sense whatever the text is here. So compliant text is here. Okay. Now it will sort the compliant text, and now everything is being sorted alphabetically. See, everything is being sorted alphabetically. That's how the cat works. So if I just say compliant, it is being solved alphabetically, or it is being converted. And that's how we can use advanced file commands whenever it is needed. One more thing that is there, the command is locate. Locate compliant .cs. But here it will not work. Why? Because we have moved the file, we have did the zipping, we have done the unzipping. So for this time we have to do is, we have to do sudo update db, and we have to give the kali password, and then it will update the database. And now if I just say locate compliant .cs, it is giving error. Okay, let me check once. If I say locate injection.cs, okay, so maybe the name error was there. Okay, compliant int, sorry. So int was the name. So that's how the compliant and injection can be located. I'm checking once again. That is compliant.cs. Now this time the name is correct, and that's how we can locate the file. This is how advanced systems is being system file commands are being used. And I hope you have understood this topic.